So I watched The Odd Couple with Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington. I do miss Chris Broussard being on there because Kelvin Washington be saying some outlandish things which don't be making no sense. The latest one, which they both co-signed, really was making me puzzled. They actually sat there and allowed to say that Jayson Tatum is like the modern day Tim Duncan. Am I right? What, because you're light skinned, got some waves in your hair, and you kind of not don't talk a lot or certain things, and all of a sudden that's what makes you like that? I don't think so. I'm gonna tell you like this: Jayson Tatum is nothing like Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan was more fundamentally sound. Tim Duncan stood up to when he had to go against competition. Because let me be real with you. You know how people always talk about Shaq and Kobe could have won more rings and etc. Who do you think was the reason they behind getting their way? Who do you think? I mean, besides from their own ego, and everything involved, but who do you think was the common opponent to that? Who do you think kind of got LeBron James's way early on to an extent when he won his first finals or others, or the Pistons from winning back to back? Who do you think is the common denominator? Who do you think basically broke up that Miami Heat team at the end? You know, Tim Duncan doesn't get his due. He's a top five player ever for a reason. Jayson Tatum ain't nowhere near that. And I don't know where they coming up with this. He might actually eclipse Duncan for scoring points because of the 3-point ball and all that. But what else does he do? He's not the leader. Duncan did win a league MVP, and you could debate him as being the best player, or right there with Shaq, or whoever you wanted to say in the early O's. You could make a case. He was definitely in the top 2 to 3. You can't dispute that. And remember, if Doc Rivers don't act cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, it was always, if we let family members get on airplanes, it could have been him, T Mac, and maybe Grant Hill in Orlando. So think about it. So I don't think no one is breaking their neck to try to get Jayson Tatum from Boston. Because the truth is, Jayson Tatum, him and Jaylen Brown like peanut butter and jelly. They strong together, but without each other, that sandwich is half made. And the thing about it is this: to say that when a guy is coined the term the big fundamental, no one looks at Jayson Tatum and say, "Oh, you stand out." Yeah, he's getting lack of respect. But I'm gonna say this: this is the other reason, the elephant in the room, the real elephant in the room. Tim Duncan played for the San Antonio Spurs. They don't get no love. Jayson Tatum plays for the Boston Celtics. You wear that Celtics logo and pride. You up here talking about you trying to chase Larry Bird. Well, be honest with you, you're not even catching Paul Pierce. Now you might be more talented than, but I seen Pierce do what you and Tatum and Brown do pretty much by himself. Take the team on his back. Remember defending against Kobe and defending against LeBron James. Played defense, came back in a wheelchair, and secured the finals and the MVP. So, when you see a guy do that, that's why Paul Pierce, even though he be talking crazy and reckless out here when he tries to say he better than Dwayne Wade or as good as Dirk and all that, but because he backed up his actions. We have not had a definitive Jayson Tatum moment. He's a very strong, systematic, very good, got great potential. But he has no star, no charisma, no star power. And you're playing for a team that's won more championships than anybody as of now. That's the NBA has it fixed in to give LeBron and gift him and Luka a couple rings before LeBron goes off into the sunset. Conspiracy theory, but could be some truth to that. But having said all that though, you play for the freaking Boston Celtics. You got every advantage to be even better. And you're only 26, and they talk about what you've accomplished and all that. But don't put him in the same sentence with Tim Duncan. Don't do that. That's just not even funny. That's not even right, because you play more like a sidekick as a dude that's a leader, but you're more like a guy that's to the side, and that's one of the problems. That for all that you've done, it hasn't been anything definitive, and he sure as heck ain't Tim Duncan. So I take exception to the odd couple saying that Jayson Tatum is the modern day Tim Duncan. No, because Tim Duncan was bad. It's just that the people don't respect authentic basketball because they want ooh and ah. But his dominance speaks for itself. His numbers speak for itself. Where he's at speaks for itself. No one at the end of the day is going to put Jayson Tatum over Jokic and Giannis, who are his peers, let alone over the guy he's really chasing, the Steph Curry, because he wants to be an outside perimeter player. That's what he do. He's not in that conversation. But he's got a chance when his career is over to probably fish along the maybe 28 to 42 range if he wins another ring or two. But can he do anything without Jaylen Brown taking over? See. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another. Share the video if you like, hit the membership, stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. Stay tuned. I'm out.